Previously, on Demon's Souls, Beyond Two Swords.
Avoid the Cthulhu heads. Oh, darn it. Ironically named Prison of Hope. The view in the summer. That sky, it's just gorgeous. This place became a really nice fun house. Black leather set. Oh! If you're starting to get lost, that's totally understandable. She has had a rough time here. And by redemption, they mean death. Whoa, no! No! But the princess is in another castle. What is the better way to die in a torture chamber? And now we have the cutscene. Well, I may be lost. Officially lost. Ah, yeah, I figured it out. Foreshadowing?
Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Demon's Souls. I am the Perpetual Noob. And, oh, yeah, I usually do that in the opposite order, don't I? Nah, well, whatever. It is the Beyond Two Swords playthrough, and we are continuing through the Tower of Latria. Time to finally go, defeat that fool's idol, the boss of this area. Now, let me check something. I gotta check the world tendency. Where am I at? I guess this isn't a terrible thing. Because right now... Well, I am in human form. That could become a problem. Where's my second chance? Don't have my second chance on. Apparently, PlayStation Network has been hacked, and so we're playing offline. Which is why I want to check my world tendency, see where I'm at for the moment. What is this? Ring of Herculean Strength. Do I need it right now? Ah! Yes, I do! But anyway, we're playing offline. A little bit upsetting. But also, probably not terrible. There is a pure white world tendency event. And that's the way to the boss. There's a pure white world tendency event in the Tower of Latria. And honestly, those are harder to come by in this game, because it requires you to not die while in human form. It requires you to... And yes, I realize I say that and I am in human form. Oops. Kinda wasn't paying attention to that one. Originally I was playing this online. Anyway, it requires you to not die in human form. It requires you to kill at least a couple of bosses. If not all of them. I'm thinking, what is it, 1 to 2? I don't know. I don't remember. But we're making our way through the Tower of Latria. We should at least get to the boss soon. I don't remember what's down this way. I guess maybe just some items and a key. That's what it looks like is down here. At least just one item. It's on the other side that you'll find... Oh, really? Silver catalyst. Yeah, you see that? Oh, there's the key. But you see that guy over there? That one? He's the guy we gotta go kill. Oh. Controls are a little backwards right now. They're a little bit backwards to what I've been using for Dark Souls 2. Let's eat some fresh spice. That way there, we can have our soul arrows for the upcoming boss fight. Oh. Let's take a look at this silver catalyst, though. Ooh, look at that. Gives me another 3 magic damage. Look at that. It's because it actually has some strength scaling. But its C scaling is worse. That's okay. I'm not building any, It's not just its C scaling. Its intelligence C scaling is worse. But either way, I'm not leveling intelligence, so the silver catalyst is a marginally better catalyst for me. That 3 damage, that's gonna be huge. Maybe you'll see it in this boss fight. It'll be what wins me the boss fight before I die. No, I'm kidding. This boss fight shouldn't be too tricky. Her whole shtick is she creates clones of herself, and then you've got to go, whoops, and then you've got to hit the real one, and then she'll kind of disappear again. She'll create some more clones. Alright, let's stop this craziness. Stop the crazy arrow launching machine. Alright, cool. Now you can run out here and collect all the items that are out here. Storied Soldier's Soul. Clever Rat's Ring. That, I believe, that happens to be the ring that Ridiel was talking about in the previous episode. Which is kind of interesting that it ended up all the way out here. Because he says it was on his body, but his body is trapped in another cell. So clearly somebody looted his corpse. Which, in a place like this, can you be too surprised? And it's this nasty prison. Everybody's full of despair and doubt, and there's death everywhere. Meh, I'm not too surprised his corpse was looted either. Now we've come up this way, because we need to get to that guy. The one that I was showing you earlier. Because he is the guy that's going to keep the Fool's Idol from ever dying. Yeah, we'll get that item next. If we kill her, I don't really want to... I guess I could show you how this works. Do I want to do that? Sure. You know what? I'll show you how this works. I'm tempting fate here a bit. Let's grab the key first. It's the Prison of Hope special key. While we're at it, we'll take a look at the Clever Rat's Ring description. Attack power rises at 30% or lower HP. A simple gold ring engraved with the seal of a small animal. Increases attack power when HP is below 30%. Held by Lord Ridiel, known as Little Alant, there is also the Dull Rat's Ring, which forms a matching set with this ring. This is the Red Tearstone Ring. The very first version of the Red Tearstone Ring. And it works exactly the same way. You can make a hyper build here in this game as well. Prison of Hope special key. Seems to be a special key. A cast iron key with the etched area bored out. It seems to be the key to a special cell. I think it's the key to Sage Frake's cell. So you know what? We'll talk to this guy first, so you guys can hear his dialogue.
What do you want? I am a humble servant. I do not wish to interfere. I won't cause you trouble. I won't.
Yup, nothing but lies.
What?
Nothing but lies. Except for saying he's a humble servant. In reality, he is a servant of the demons. So that's not a lie. At least he was being honest about that. Oh wow, I have no smaller... I was looking for a smaller healing on him than a full moon. Because, I have only a little bit of health damage right now. Oh well, I guess I'll drop down, grab this item. Oh, that's right, it's only Widow's Lotus. I think... Poison... I feel like it ends up being very important to this particular fight. I'll keep the royal one on as well. Now I'm gonna go... Do I want to take less fall damage? See, what I'm considering, there's the game's first NPC Black Phantom. Usually, Oh, yep, there it is, there it is. Oh. Shooting crossbow bolts. Hey, do you notice something? I can't see it. There it is. And that is the Thief's Ring. That is how the Thief's Ring works. I think... Oh. There we go. I wanted to roll. I think it's using the baby's nail, which induces plague. Damn. Haha. Ho 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 ho. That repost. So some chunks of moonlight stone, some stones of ephemeral eyes. Usually that's the first one people will run into, because, you know, people go in world order, they go to, you know, Latria, of course, and then they get as far as they can until they're told you gotta kill an archdemon, and then they go to Stonefang Tunnel, and then they go fight the Dragon God, and then they come, you know, then they may go back to Latria, or then they come here. So that's usually the first one, and that's when you get the Black Eye Stone. This is just a cutscene to open the doors and set the fog gate. Meh. Alright, so we can take plague and bleeding out of here. We don't need them. Okay. Might as well, so that way there I'm only cycling through what I really would need for this fight. But at least we do get a kind of cool entrance cutscene for her. Here she is. Here's the one who brings salvation to everyone who comes up out of the prison. Like the masked lady was saying in the previous episode. Probably want to kill these guys, because the moment you do start attacking her, she's going to, or these worshippers will start attacking you. So you might as well clear them out right now, so you just don't have to deal with them later. Now, I don't know. I guess we'll find out, because I don't know if these will respawn when she respawns, when the Fool's Idol will respawn. Let's see, almost. Oh god, it's a... Well. You got to see the traps. What? Come on, roll. There's the real trick to this fight. Is it she will set down traps.
Be up, rejoice, fool.
Ah, damn it. Damn it. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to kill her again. So you guys can hear that dialogue. I was originally just trying to pick up the baby's nail. And skipped all of it. I'm sorry. So, I guess I'll just kind of recap what happened in that fight, because I apparently completely demolished her. Which means I might go two-handed next time, so it's even faster. But the way this fight goes is she, in addition to making clones of herself that will fire, like, soul arrows, she herself, the actual Fool's Idol, will fire soul rays, which look very different from soul arrows. And what I may do is try to show you that in this next round, in round 2. But those things that were shocking me, that thankfully don't do any damage, they're little seals that she will set up around the church. Alright, let's exit the fog. we'll come back in. There she is again. And these seals, they paralyze you. Ah, see, there they are. Good, now I got to see them. So they paralyze you, and then she can just shoot you at least one time. There's a soul ray. Now the other thing is she won't make clones until she absolutely has to.
Ye fools know nothing. The idols shall be revived for eternity. Rejoice, fools, for it is as you wished.
Yep. So that's what he says. And that's the guy up in the top. I know. What a dick, right? So you can just go in there forever and ever and ever, get no souls, just keep fighting the fool's idol over and over and over again. And if you notice, he states that it is as you wished, and you know, really he's talking more to the original prisoners here. That most likely the way it kind of worked out is they were looking for, you know, after being trapped in here, they were looking for some way out, desperately hoping for some way to be saved, and a demon was more than happy to oblige with giving them false hope and giving them the fool's idol and saying, yes, come to us, worship us, and believe that we shall save you. I suppose in this next round I shall let you see the clones themselves. Now that we've gotten all of this guy's dialogue, let's go murder him. Thankfully, murdering this guy doesn't do anything to character tendency. Anything new to say?
Would you?
Nope.
I won't.
And death. Okay. Now the fool's idol will not respawn. Now we can finish this fight. So I guess the plan is swing 3 times and then back off so we can see her clones. Oof. It's so crazy to watch myself fall in this game and take like no damage as I'm busy staring at these drops like they're from Dark Souls 2, and I think that one that I just made, which was over here, I think that would have been like a half health drop at least, something like that. It's kind of weird how they've changed the drop damages in each game. Alright, now it's the legit fight. So let's pay attention to where she puts those seals first. I don't really need to be giving her any free damage. Okay. Right there. Let's wait until she fires one soul ray. Soul ray is kind of like this game's... This was like the original soul spear. One, two, three. Now she disappears. Makes a few more of herself. Oh, fake. If a health bar pops up, oh yeah, watch for the soul arrows. But if a health bar pops up when you target them, it's the fake one. There she is. Notice that she's firing a soul ray. Oop! Notice that she is firing a soul ray. The end. And you can completely ignore those ones. They will just disappear after she does. And that's that. That is the Fool's Idol fight. A little bit of a nifty trick. Especially if you don't know about it. It's pretty nifty that they're way up there. That's where a dude will continually respawn the Fool's Idol. It's just nifty. The rest of the fight, pretty kind of standard. And then you run up here. Another reason why I grabbed the baby's nail early because to avoid this cutscene, you have to be careful. You can avoid it and go around back behind the, well, I guess I'd say the altar, or the dais, really. And you can still get the baby's nail after you beat her, but it's a little bit trickier. I mean, come on. We are, since we're hitting this world essentially in a little bit of an odd order, we're hitting this one as the 4th world that we've been to. We're a little bit stronger than what we need to be for the area. Especially rocking this demon brand. So that scene look familiar? Well, it should if you've played Dark Souls. No, I'm sure all of you, after I asked that, were like, yeah, duh. So yeah, Dark Souls totally ripped that off for the post-Iron Golem fight. That was a complete and utter rip-off. You know, talk about reusing elements. The only difference being that in this game, we're actually going to be fighting those. Those are actual enemies. So it's even a little stranger that they kind of... Oh, no, they're actual enemies in Dark Souls. Gosh. Can't believe I forgot about, you know, those lightning spear dudes. Can't believe I forgot about them. Alright, hang on. I need to repair my stuff. Or at least I want to... Oh, and drop off stuff.
I can forge weapons for...
Yep. Let's go, Baldwin. Repair my stuff. Woohoo! That's a fair amount of souls for that. Okay, repair. Let's go. Okay. Let's go. Oh. I'm trying to hit left a little bit too quickly. Let's see, what can I do? Still can't go to +8. Still can't go to +10. Oh, because I don't have a pure heartstone. That's a good point. Secret dagger. Oh yeah, we already read that. Same with the claws. Right.
Duke.
Yeah, you need my business.
Thank goodness, yours. I was worried.
Oh, I always feel better after talking to you, Stockpile Thomas. Here, take all my shards of stuff. Take all my rocks. Let's see, what... Yep, you can take that. I didn't even read this. I apologize. I can't believe I picked up the baby's nail and didn't even tell you. Notice that 120 down there? Yeah, that's plague effect. That is the precursor to what became known as toxic in the subsequent games. Yeah. It's kind of ridiculous. It doesn't hit very hard, obviously. It's a little dagger. But it is coated with plague. So like the description says, a dagger coated with plague. The blade is curved like a talon, often used by women and children for assassination. Among the various unique weapons, this one is especially sinister. And that is incredibly true. I don't know if you remember the guy in Stonefang Tunnel. He was rocking one of these. So after he destroyed all my armor with a scraping spear, he turned to this and essentially plagued me. And yeah, it's not about the physical damage. It's definitely about building up the plague or getting it, affecting you with it. Ugh, hate that weapon. Ugh. Let's see. Wooden. Oh, I have a couple of these. Well, no way to sell them. Always hang on to the adjudicator shield. These bolts do actually weigh something, so let's hand them off. Don't need either. Oh, maybe I'll hang on to that. Which do I want? Am I gonna wear either? I'm not gonna wear that. Wizards. I'm not gonna wear that. Coat of plate. Fluted. Coat of plate. Fluted. I mean, fluted is what that guy's wearing in the main movie, in the opening movie, but I don't really need that.
We are...
Okay. Wow. Hope you don't mind that I sped that up a little bit, as I was busy deciding what armor to keep on me and what armor to just toss, because I'm not going to wear it. I realized, wow, this is incredibly boring. I decided, I guess I should speed this part up. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, I had a plan. I had a plan. I did. And it is a good plan. Because right now, Tower of Latria is starting to look kind of bright, isn't it? Well, for that very reason, it's time to go take a dive. Also to test something. Something I don't think I'm sure other people have tested this, but I want to test it myself. I don't think this is gonna work because I think the game just handles it as fatal. You're just gonna die. It's fatal fall damage. But let's give it a shot. Bam! Oh, there's no jump. I think the game originally wanted to keep me alive, but then, because if you notice the damage bar, how that moved, and then I think the game said, no, you're gonna die. We're not allowing you to survive that, you jackass. Alright, let's go get my souls. Let's get this run back. Cling ring. Where the heck are you? There you are. We'll use the regenerator's ring to fill my health back up while we do this run. That was entertaining. Especially with me thinking, oh yeah, I can run and jump. No, silly. There's no jump. Your legs barely work enough to carry you and all your stuff. Which does seem a little weird. It was always a little strange that the game's like, yeah, there's no jump. You can't do it. You think, why not?
I've not seen you.
What's so difficult about jumping? Why am I here? I'm not here for... Oh yeah, look! The cat's ring. Made a couple of reappearances in different forms. Simple ring engraved with the seal of a cat. It decreases damage when falling from high places. However, if you fall from too high a perch, you will die in the usual way. Also known as the game won't put up with your shit. How many arrows I have? 13. Damn, I was really hoping there was... thought there was a way to count up extra fat. Oh, there it is. You just gotta hold it down. There we go. 100 arrows. That works.
Well?
And I am back to full health. So, we can go back to the Thief's Ring. Go back to being broken, you know, really hidden. As you noticed when we fought that Black Phantom, you don't see your enemy until you're close enough. That's how the Thief's Ring works for the AI, and that's how the Thief's Ring works in PvP. Yeah, how crazy is that? Let's see. Oh right, I don't need... I was like, oh, I'm making a strength build, and... oh, I can't even level up. Well, alright then. Just kidding. Sorry, Maiden in Black. I was just kidding. Well, you know what? Since we've kind of been working through each level in multiple parts, let's head on to the second one. Let's head on to the second area in the Tower of Latria. It's going to be another large area, I won't lie, so it's going to take a... it'll probably take a couple episodes to get through it. Much like, you know, the first one did. Especially because we gotta go back. We gotta go back into here at some point and save, and rescue Sage Frake. Let's see. The Fool's Idol Archstone. Archstone of the Demon Fool's Idol. Of the Demon Fool's Idol. It's not the Demon Fool. It's the name of the demon. The church devoted to an idol mimicking the queen gave hope to the prisoners, but the malice behind it will crush their faint solace. Yeah, kinda deep. And again, very, very, very evil. I mean, let's not mince words. That's evil. And I definitely need to spend my time in this area in hollow form and soul form, because the boss for this area is tough. There is an exploit. I did do it once a long time ago, and I felt dirty afterwards, so I won't be doing it again. But there is an exploit for this boss where you can essentially get it down to half health before you actually ever have to fight it. So remember how I was saying that in the Tower of Latria, that was the sky? Yeah, look at that. Beautiful weather everywhere. Though in reality, I think it's not terrible. You can see clouds, you know, blowing in the breeze. So all the lighter stuff, that is like the sky. So maybe it's just night. You know, it's just nighttime. But as you notice, it's incredibly dark. It's very difficult to see too far away. Let's pick up that consumable soul and get the heck out of here. That, crazy enough, is the way, like that's the way you're going to come once you're done with all of the shortcuts. So you see that giant, well, those couple of towers there with the beams of light in them? Yeah, we got to visit each of those. I think we visit each of those. Or maybe we visit one over there. No, we visit, I think, all three. Meh, we'll find out soon enough. But those are where we gotta go. They're actually suspending that thing. Right up there. Is this... Alright, see? Gargoyle. Gargoyle enemies. Hi. You're gonna come down. No? Alright. Oh. You're gonna come down. Nope, you're just gonna fly away. Second chance this craziness. Though, I probably don't need to, since we're not playing online and not really in danger of being ganked. Or invaded, I should say. Oh. Oh my. Oh my, that damage. Well, alright. Okay, I didn't expect it to be that powerful. Because I think I'm still not at full... Yeah, I'm still not at pure white tendency. Pure white character tendency. Oh well. You can see there's a gargoyle up there just waiting for us to get closer. Eventually it'll drop down and surprise us. But then I got a bigger surprise for it. Notice, I'm picking up unknown soldiers' souls out of these guys. And some believe that, yeah, you can get a closer look at this crazy heart thing. This massive demonic grossness. And look, hands. Or at least what appear to be hands, holding it up. Though that could just be from the angle we're seeing it. It could just really be just how it's stuck to the... how it's just holding onto columns. That's where we'll be going. Well, we gotta cut that thing down. Because we gotta get to the top of the tower. And that's blocking our way. So you may have noticed that those gargoyles keep dropping old or unknown soldier souls. So the prevailing theory is that these various creatures, since the Tower of Latria was all about magic and the soul arts and research, is that people here were being experimented upon by the wizards and and then eventually the demons. You know, as the demons took over. Oh, traded. Damn. You know, they started to experiment even more on the humans and turn those humans into these things. Into these gargoyles. Oh, ragdoll physics, go away. Now, as you see, it's kind of blocked. We can't do anything about it. Just nothing, no reaction. Can't hurt it. Meh. That. Because unfortunately, that's an edge right there. So if you try to deal with it in the usual method of just rolling through everything, yeah, you're gonna be in for a nice surprise. One of these gargoyles come up? Nope. Okay. We instead have this guy shooting arrows at us. What a jerk. And then I think he flies away. Or it flies away. Yep. So it can continue to shoot at us. What an asshole. Come on down here so I can kill you. There we go. Haha, I can shoot you too. And apparently my lock-on aim is better. What's this? Didn't I? Oh, were there two? Oh, one on each body, I guess. Alright. I don't remember if I'm actually progressing right now. I think, yep, just came to a dead end. For a chunk of moonlight stone. Well, nuts. Alright, let's head back. Damn. I don't remember the entire layout of this area. Oops. Again, it's, as you can see, it is huge. This particular area is very big. As you'll see, not only are we going to the top of those towers, the ones with the beams shooting out of them that I showed you earlier, we are actually going to be going all the way down there, too. Oh yeah, we'll be hitting the bottom. So this particular area is gigantic. I mean, like this one area is practically, you know, the size of all of the Dark Souls 2 DLC so far. I might be exaggerating a little bit, but that DLC did feel a bit short. I don't know if any of you had a chance to try it, or were planning to, but it felt, I don't know, the environment was really nice. I mean, you got a lot of atmosphere, kind of like you get out here, where it's, you know, everything's just dark, everything is decrepit, everything is really depressing, and kind of nerve-wracking because it's so dark. But aside from that, it felt small, and maybe that's just because I was expecting, you know, Artorias of the Abyss levels of DLC, and obviously that's not what we got. And see, here's another tentacle. So yeah, I guess they're not really hands, but it's blocking our way. We can't get there from here. Let's see, a fresh spice. Just because. So this is the way we gotta go. Hi! Yeah, these gargoyles are they're kinda everywhere. They're usually flying in the sky, like that one over there. You just spot its red eyes. Oh, this one wasn't flying, it was just standing, but whatever. Hey, I timed it. Huh, I didn't realize this was a constant drop. I thought the unknown soldier's soul. Yep, Flamberge. We'll take a look at that description in a moment. But I thought the unknown soldier's soul was more of a kind of like a uncommon drop. I didn't realize it was every time. Or at least it seems to be every time so far. Alright, the Flamberge. Yeah, it doesn't hit nearly as hard, but that's also because it hasn't been upgraded in any way, shape, or form. bit more of a quality weapon, kind of. Or you could. I think you can take it the quality route. I forget that in this game, quality means actual upgrade path. Flamberge, a unique large sword with a rippled blade. Named for the way it resembles a flame, the blade is made for rending flesh and causing severe bleeding. It is particularly known for its ability to cause fatal wounds. As you notice, it has 120 in the bleed rating. Let's get a little bit closer to some light so you can actually see that flamberginess. That rippled blade. Yeah, sizable sword too. Let's put on my demon brand. Let's get that back. And I think, oh yeah, you can tell when one of the gargoyles is gonna come to life. If you look at these two, that one has red eyes. So actually, you can just shoot it from here. And then it gets all angry about it. But wouldn't you if you got shot? There you are, just minding your own business. And then some asshole with a bow and arrow comes up and just shoots you in the face. I could be kind of angry about it too. There's one flying way up there that I think will drop down once we get close. Yep. But we'll make quick work of it. Now you cannot walk along that edge. It's a nice... Is it? Wait, can you? I guess I'm going to attempt it in a moment here. Yeah, I guess you can. Just gotta be really careful. Never mind, you can do it. I'm just a little too scared to do such things. Now, making your way up here, there are going to be some gargoyles that'll jump down at you. You know, and try to impede your path. Which definitely is kind of a pain. You're a little exposed up here. You know, oh, yep, there's one. So it's always best to have some weapon with some sort of vertical or straight on attack, like a spear, something like that, so you can hit your enemies, you can hit these gargoyles in this narrow corridor. Now, of course, in like a Dark Souls or a Dark Souls 2 game, without the ability to jump, you just be like, oh, or with the ability to jump, you just be like, oh, I can jump across that. Yeah, in this game, you gotta wait. You cannot jump it, you just gotta wait for it. Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. Let's go back to the little elevator. There. Pretty much right on time. We'll take it up. No idea why there's an elevator here. Oh, where'd you go? There you are. Let's see, do I hit you? Oh, okay, I do. One of the luckiest hits ever. 777. Time to go play the lottery. And here's our first brazier, which is actually being channeled and fed by these guys here. Or at least it's believed that they are. I think they are, because once you kill them all, yeah, they're totally channeling and powering this thing somehow. Oop. Once you kill them all, well, you'll see in a minute. The giant chain, which was helping to suspend that mass, can no longer stay. And let's go. And the giant mass starts to slide a little bit. So once you get here, if you still weren't sure of like your main purpose of being here, oh my god, we're a pure white. Haha. I'll continue in a moment here. Clearly, it's made pretty clear to you after that little cutscene that you gotta try to clear out that giant mass, and to do that, you gotta find the other towers with the chains, with the giant chains and the beams of light. Which actually, I think, oops, that's another one right there. So, Pure White World Tendency event. I'm very glad this is here because it's really annoying to get back to this one, if it's not. In any other World Tendency besides Pure White, this just doesn't exist. This plank, for some reason, just doesn't exist. But in Pure White World Tendency, it does. Yeah, I don't know why either. I'm sure somebody has an explanation that might make some sense, but yeah, no idea. But what do you get for this Pure White World Tendency event? Prison of Hope, 2nd floor west, cell key. If I can remember, is that Ridiel's cell key? I cannot remember. Cast iron key with a 2 etched into it. It opens the locked cell on the west wing of the 2nd floor of the Prison of Hope. Right. I do not remember. But it does mean that once again we will be returning to the first level in the Tower of Latria. And we will be exploring there again, trying to make sure we can open every cell. So I think... Oh, maybe it's not Lord Ridiel's cell, per se. It's the cell that contains his weapon, which is the phosphorescent pole. Maybe that's what that is. Either way, I believe that one does have some sort of tie to Lord Ridiel, rather than the special, which only has ties. Which only has ties to Sage Frake. Hey, what are all these shiny little dots over here? Yep, bit of a drop puzzle. But ooh, so shiny. What are all these stones? They look so pretty. Huh. Oh, a shard of archstone. Awesome. It's a way for me to just go back. It's like a homeward bone. I think this might have been the first one I picked up, too. Yep, it is. Sends user back to the Nexus. A shard scraped off of the archstones that are scattered about in each area. Sends the user back to the Nexus. The archstones at the monumental entrusted to the elders have been forgotten, and are now left for the mice to gnaw at. So, this will allow you to just hop on back, like I said, kind of like a homeward bone, except this one brings you back to the Nexus. And the whole idea behind that is that the archstones have been around for so long that essentially nobody cares about them anymore. Very few people care about them anymore. So you can find little rocks about every once in a while. Who are you, you handsome devil?
Are you here to fight the demons? If so,
no.
Then help me escape this place. I am on your side. I have come to face the demons.
Oh, but why are you trapped in there, good sir? Yes, I shall open this. Because clearly you are a good person, and I should trust you.
Thank
Hey, where are you going?
I will remember this.
Oh,
I
good.
am certain we will meet again.
I am certain of it too. You want to know how I am certain of it?
I will remember. I am
certain of it too, but you know what? I'm not even gonna let him go back. This gentleman here goes by the name Yurt. He is the Silent Chief. He wears this set of gloom armor. Kind of looks nifty. I mean, the helm is a little awkward. His armor's kind of cool. I don't really like the pauldrons though, because they look like hands that are kind of grasping at your face. The rest of it is kind of nifty. But notice he's using a shotl and then a dagger in the offhand. Well, this guy has some bad news. He's an assassin. And what does he do? He assassinates other NPCs. And actually, he'll just do that. So if you go out, if you leave him here, you go and like deal with the boss. Or I think even if you go back to the Nexus, he will now be there. And then if you leave him there, like you go off into other levels and you start kicking the crap out of other levels and other bosses, each time you come back, somebody else is gone. Another NPC is dead. So he's bad news. So what are we gonna do?
Why
That. Give me all your stuff. Gloom helmet, gloom armor, gloom gauntlets, gloom leggings. He's a very gloomy guy. This Yurt, this silent chief. Let's take a look at the description. A black iron helmet worn by Yurt, the silent chief. The 2 horns on the headpiece are its chief characteristic. A portion of the complete armor set, which has an extremely high level of adhesion. The black iron robs the wearer of his or her bodied heat, causing them to shiver and breathe out cold air. Its heaviness slightly impedes stamina regeneration. I think the description is the same for all pieces. Yep. And that is Yurt, the silent chief. I know, probably not the nicest thing to do, but it needed to be done. I don't really want to deal with him killing off NPCs in the Nexus and then me killing him in there, whatever. It's easy enough to just kill him here because he's completely unaware. And I don't think it alters your character tendency at all. Or the world tendency for that matter. Because the game counts him as an evil NPC. Yet again, another one of the gameplay mysteries of the world. Why does this work as an elevator for you when you stand in it, but doesn't for Yurt when he is standing in it? You know why? Because game. Because they needed some sort of... they needed some way to kind of explain all of that. Oh, hello you. You creepy things. I don't remember what their names are. Unfortunately, I don't remember that. But once again, we have another horrifying experiment done upon humans. And generally, if you don't do enough damage in like the first shot, you'll cut them. I think you'll cut them in half, but then the head will keep coming for you, and we'll keep trying, and we'll come after you, and you'll have to hit it a second time and kill the head off. Not really a huge issue, not really the trickiest thing, but could be a nice little surprise for you if you weren't expecting it. But since we're doing so much damage to them, they just die. Augite of Guidance. The precursor to the Prism Stones. Same idea. So now that I said that, I feel like I've already... Wow, those death throws. Ah, ragdoll physics. Now that I've said that, I think we've found Augites of Guidance before. And I said the same thing about them being prison stones before. Sorry, terrible memory. Well, this episode is getting on close to wrapping up. But we are also getting kind of close to the boss, if I can remember. Aren't we? You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm starting to think we're not. Alright, that's fine. It'll be just like our first venture into the Tower of Latria. We'll get there at some point. We'll hop into this pink goo. I don't know if you can see it from here, but there is one of those nasty body masses right over there. Wow, that shot was amazing. If only I could make more shots like that. Thanks to our thief ring, we'll just take it out from here. We're not even going to deal with it. It's one of the few enemies you probably want to never engage in melee combat with. Because when it goes When you get into melee range, it does it. It flails, and it is just a dangerous, dangerous place to be. So we'll pick up whatever it dropped, which is just shards of mercury stone. Okay. More shards of mercury stone. All to make weapons. Kind of pointless. Nah, mercury stone is kind of like one of the worst upgrade paths. If I can recall, I believe, whoops. Oh, no, this is the poison one. Alright, not completely worthless. Fragrant ring. A ring you're given as a royal anyway. But if you didn't have it yet, and you didn't want to pay an exorbitant price to patches for one, you just come here. You just come here down into this muck at the bottom of the Tower of Latria, and you find it here. Isn't that fun? Isn't it totally worth it to come down this way? And these tentacles are part of, I believe, are part of like the mass that's currently held and suspended in the tower. Maybe not. Maybe they're just their own thing. Either way, they thankfully don't hurt you. Down here. And look at this. You can even kind of walk up them. I don't remember if this does anything. If this brings me anywhere. Maybe we'll go pretty high with it. Oh, I was like, wow, why is the tower moving? And I realized it's not the tower, it's the tentacle. Nope, doesn't bring you anywhere. Okay. Whee! Oh my god, I just died. Well, that was a surprise. Shit. That was quite a surprise. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna try to make it back to my souls. And then I guess we'll call it at that point. Well, okay, that's... that happened. I clearly became a little bit too careless. And unfortunately, we've got to kind of go that whole long way again because I didn't really activate any of the shortcuts. None of the game's shortcuts were activated on that little run. So you know what? We might as well just hustle through. Hey, get out of my way. Let me get your unknown soldier's soul. But get the heck out of my way. I've got places to be. Wow. So sorry about that, everyone. Oops. That's what I get for messing with tentacles. I should know better. Honestly, I should know better. Alright, moving. We're heading back. Hey, get out of my way. Yeah, unfortunately, that's not where the shortcut is. Ooh! You jerk. You hit me. Oh, I didn't check for an unknown soldier's soul. They're so important. In reality, they kind of are. They give you... They're making up for it. I'm getting more than just the souls from each enemy that I kill. And that's important right now. Let's maximize the souls I am getting. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Gimme that candy. Oh, for the love of... Get away from me. Ragdoll physics, please. Help. Please, help me. But thankfully, due to me dying, nothing's changed, because I was in soul form. So again, a little bit smart on my part to not kill myself in the Nexus, put myself back into soul form, and not worry about it. Damn. Totally didn't see that coming. What I get for messing with nature. But that's okay, we'll be at the top of this tower. I don't even think those hollows respawn. I think the dredgelings just stay dead. Because they were tied to an actual event in the game. Yep. They just stay dead. We don't even have to bother with them. Now we can head back this way. We'll head back to where we found Yurt. We can actually take one of these down instead. See? We could have skipped Yurt entirely. You never would have met that fine fellow. That super trustworthy fellow. And you think there's a connection between Yurt and Pate from Dark Souls? Oh yeah. Come on. Single syllable name ends in a hard T. Oh yeah. It's totally supposed to draw some conclusions or connections between the two. At least Pate though only kills one person. Hey look, I'm right there. Look at that. Souls acquired. Fantastic. Now I just gotta get back around. Oh, that's so creepy. Ugh. Ugh. Ragdoll physics, please. Please stop being so creepy. There we go. We'll get back up these stairs. We'll start walking along these planks again. I don't think we need to go into the muck again. I think I got. Oh. I think I got everything that was down there. We'll just sweep everything up. And a boop. Another one. Oh, love this weapon. Can't wait to be wielding two of them. He's so good. He's so good. Alright, we are on our way to the rest of the level. We will see, there's the fog gate. That's not for the boss, but it's for the next portion of the Tower of Latria, level 2. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for putting up with that little run back. I hope you didn't mind it too much. I am the Perpetual Noob, and I hope to see all of you next time.